Hi, everybody. This is John Fanta with Fox Sports and the Big East Digital Network.
Hi, this is Brad Sham, voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky with the Chicago Bulls, our flagship station, 670 The Score.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart at ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washington Sports Digital Network.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Rab Rogers Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University in Arkadelphia for today's Game 1 of a 3-game Great American Conference Series between the East Central Tigers and the Ouachita Tigers. Great American Conference play is in its second weekend of action as we are just 4 weeks into the season, but 2 weeks into the Great American Conference season. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Chris Babb. Thanks for the students of OSDN for helping us out today in the next room. Audrey Hahn, Gavin Wallace, and Josiah Wooten. This is Rab Rogers Field, and we are about ready for the first pitch of Game 1. This is the Domino's Preview Show, and we're glad that you are with us today. Let's take a look at those Great American Conference standings as we take a look at week number 2. Harding, UAM, and East Central all got series sweeps last week. Southeastern Oklahoma State 2-1. They took 2 of 3 from the Ouachita Tigers. SAU and Tech also 2-1. SWOSU, Ouachita, and Oklahoma Baptist, they're at 1-2. And then Henderson State, Northwestern, and Southern Nazarene will get ready to try to get back in the mix. East Central won 3 against Henderson State last week at Ken Turner Field in Ada, Oklahoma. There you see the records for both teams. East Central 4-5 overall, 3-0 in the conference, as we mentioned, and Ouachita's record is FF742B08, and that is code for 6-2 overall, 1-2 in a Great American Conference play. Midweek games these teams had against regional opponents. East Central lost the game to Rogers State 9-7. That was in Claremore, Oklahoma, and Ouachita hosted Harding in a non-conference in-region game where the Tigers won 9-3. This should be a good one. This is a matchup of a couple of pitchers that had good outings already this year. Last week, Joel Hogan for East Central went 6 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 1 and struck out 9. And Hogan got the win in that game. Ouachita's Chase Oberly got his first loss of the season last week in Durant. He will look to extend the Tigers' home record to 6-0 on this 2026 campaign, a young season. As we mentioned, we're only in the 3rd week of play. Both of these teams were supposed to play in week 1 of the season, the opening weekend, but weather canceled that. East Central was supposed to play Newman University in Ada in a 4-game set, but those were all canceled. Their first games were February 5th, 7th, and 8th in the UCO First Pitch Classic, where they went 1-3 with a victory over the host team, University of Central Oklahoma. The Tigers won 3 of 4 here at Rab Rogers Field against Fort Hays State, UA Fort Smith, and a doubleheader sweep against Missouri Southern. Crew Chief Toby Milam is talking about the new, it's a challenge system that both coaches will have in play this weekend. Coaches are allowed 2 challenges in a game. If you are successful on your challenge, you retain that challenge. In the latter 2 innings, the umpires can challenge something at their discretion. We'll if we have a situation, we'll kind of walk you through that. But we are excited for that to be able to be taking place this weekend. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first for East Central. There you see it on your screen there. It is an East Central team that is hitting .318 as a team. And they are aggressive on at the plate, and they will do a lot of first pitch swinging, especially when you look at that 5-hole in Joey Allen. He's hitting .667 on first pitch when he swings at the first pitch, and he leads the team in RBIs. Akers, Sotelo, Tremblay, Strickland, Allen, Jackson, Jeske, Shimkist, and Noble is the batting order for East Central. Joel Hogan, as we mentioned earlier, is the right-handed starter, and he will get the start on the bump today in Game 1. Let's take a look at the Ouachita batting order and starting lineup. Batting first and playing center field, Jaron Cesar. Cade Bowman, who's been one of the hottest Tigers in the lineup for the last week for Ouachita. Bowman is batting .400 on the season coming into this weekend series. Bull, Bolin, Hill, and then you have Mendeville, and then Cassidy, Yeager, and Reese McWilliams. Connor Hill getting the start in left field today. We've seen him start in left field earlier this season. Garrett Graham is one of the team's leading returning hitters. He's batting .333. He had started all 8 games for the Tigers, but Tuesday in the midweek win against Harding, he kind of came up a little bit gimpy as he was rounding third and going to score a run in that Ouachita 9-3 win over the Bisons. So Garrett Graham sitting today out. Take a look at the defensive alignment. Left field will be Connor Hill. Center field, Jaron Cesar. Right field, Cade Bowman. Left to right around the infield, Reagan Yeager, a freshman, getting another start at third base. Reese McWilliams at short. Octavio Mendeville at second. David Bull at first. And the battery is behind the plate, Joseph Bolin. And the starting pitcher is Chase Oberle. Oberle, a 2-time All-GAC selection, preseason All-American selection. And he will look to have another good effort on the mound here at Rab Rogers Field. That's the starting lineup, and we're going to pause for the national anthem as these two teams honor our country.
Fans, at this time, we invite you to please rise if you are able as we honor America.
We are ready for action here at Rab Rogers Field on a beautiful Friday afternoon, 60 degrees, cloudy skies, and the sun is peeking out. It is an absolutely gorgeous day for baseball. Expect good weather all weekend. Earlier in the week, we thought there might be a chance for some rain, which might cause an adjustment of the schedule, but we're glad that that is not the case. The high today, 62. Tomorrow will be 60 and cloudy. It'll be nice and cool here at Rab Rogers Field, and we are ready for a great 3-game set here in the Great American Conference. Top 8 teams will advance to qualify for the Great American Conference Tournament. There you get a look at Chase Oberle, the graduate student, right-handed pitcher from Justin, Texas, graduate of Decatur High School and Howard College. Oberle on the season. This is his third appearance and third start. 11 1/3 inning, giving up 11 hits, 8 runs, 6 of those earned, walked 3, and struck out 8. This is a Ouachita pitching staff that has not walked a lot of people so far this year. Last week against Southeastern Oklahoma, not a lot of walks. They did lose 2 of those 3 games, but it wasn't from walks issued. In game 1, Ouachita issued its high of 4. To that point, no walks in game 2. That was an 8-4 loss. They did win the 6-5 game in game 3 when they gave up the most walks of the weekend. So Chase Oberle is not known for walking that many either. Now, what he's going to have to be ready for is an aggressive East Central offense. Batting .318 on the season, 63 hits compared to 52 for Ouachita, several extra base hits as well. Tyler Akers will lead things off for East Central. He is tied for the team lead in doubles with 4. Akers is a junior playing center field today. 5'9" junior from Springtown, Texas, graduate of Azle High School, batting .324 on the season. 11 hits and 34 at-bats, 4 doubles, 3 RBI. He has struck out 11 times and walked 9. He is the only left-handed batter in the East Central lineup as we are ready to go from Rab Rogers Field. First pitch, 2:01, and it starts with a called strike from Chase Oberly. The 0-1 pitch is upstairs. Reagan Yeager in on the grass at third base. Normal depth from McWilliams and Mendeville up the middle. Bull playing back at first. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, big cut, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Pitch clock there on your left, so you can have an idea of timing situations should they occur. Nice breaking ball for a called strike 3, and Tyler Akers is retired. First strikeout of the day. Well, they have Sotelo listed as a righty, but he is definitely in the left-handed batter's box. He swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it off. Sotelo with 14 ABs on the season. Batting .500, 7 hits in those 14 at-bats. Batting second today, the 0-1 high and outside for ball 1. Diego Sotelo, a 5'9" junior from San Bernardino, California, transfer from San Bernardino Valley Community College. Oberly's 1-1. Sotelo lays off of that one. That's a similar pitch to the one that struck out Akers for the first out of the inning. 2-1. Tried to check his swing. Fouled it back to the backstop. 2-2. Last season, Oberly was named a preseason All-American by D2 Baseball. All-GAC first-team pitcher, also All-GAC defensive team. He was named Ouachita's Baseball Athlete of the Year on the Ouachita All-Athletic team. 97 strikeouts in 92 innings. 2-2. Froze him on the inside corner, and Sotelo is the second East Central batter of 2. Goes down looking. So Max Tremblay to the plate now, the sophomore left fielder. Also bats from, we're not going to trust the batting. It says on our in the lineup card that Akers is a lefty and everybody else is right. So we're just going to wait and see what they are when they come back and change accordingly. 3 straight lefties to start out the East Central lineup, and there's a first base hit of the day for East Central. Comes from Tremblay, who is batting .361 on the season. It's a 2-out single to left center. I'll bring up Ryan Strickland, senior first baseman, batting .455. Strickland, a 6'2" from Midwest City, Oklahoma, transfer from UCO. Oberly's first pitch catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, also a breaking ball that falls in the zone. Boy, he's got the curveball working early here today. And Oberly is ahead in the count. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Actually a foul tip into the glove of Bolin, and so Strickland is retired on the forwards K, and so all 3 outs in the first from Chase Oberly come via the strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We completed the half inning. East Central 0, Ouachita coming to bat after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
I've heard people say Ouachita. Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Washington Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
Go to the bottom of the first inning from Rab Rogers Field. Chase Oberly struck out all 3 batters he faced in the top of the first. And East Central's Joel Hogan will try to do the same here in the bottom of the first inning. 6-foot senior righty from Brisbane, Australia, transfer from Clarendon College. As we mentioned at the outset, Hogan is 1-0 on the season last week in that win. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts on the season. Hogan has had 3 appearances. He's 1-0. All of those were starts. 10 innings pitched, gives up 10 hits, 4 runs, all earned. 2 walks and 11 strikeouts, with 9 of those coming last week in Game 1 against Henderson State. Hogan will face Jaron Cesar for Ouachita, 6'2", 185-pound junior from Fort Worth, Texas. Transfer from Eastern Arizona. Gets a start in center field. Batting .333 on the season. Second pitch fouled down the line to even the count at 1-1. Jaron Cesar and Cade Bowman, the first 2 batters, make up 2/3 of a very speedy outfield for the Tigers that can cover a lot of ground. Got speed on the base as well at those first 2 spots in the order. The 1-1 pitch, fouled that one back to the backstop, and Hogan is ahead in the count 1-2. He's trying to replicate what Oberly did in the top of the first, where he did allow a 2-out base hit, but struck out the other 3 batters that he saw in the top of the first. Hot shot to the shortstop. Donovan Noble fields and throws to get the speedy Cesar out, so retired on the 6-3 put out for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Cade Bowman. We talked about Bowman. His last few games against Harding, Bowman was 2 for 2 with 2 RBI and a run scored and a walk. Previous weekend against Southeastern, 2 hits in Game 3, 1 in Game 2, and 1 in Game 1. So 6 hits in the last few outings from Bowman. He's been productive offensively, has the average up to 400. He'll try to get things started from the right side of the plate for the Tiger offense. The Tigers of Ouachita. The 1-0 pitch, taken for a called strike 1. It's a shot into right field, so it's an opposite field single for Cade Bowman. Bowman stays hot. The sophomore from Little Rock Christian gets the Tigers of Ouachita first base runner of the day, and that brings up David Bull in the 3-hole. Bull, a 6'4", 215-pound junior from Gilbert, Arizona. Said he did not check his swing, and so Bull is behind in the count, 0-1. Tried to check his swing, but Umpire ruled he did not. The 0-1 pitch fouled out of play back into Mill Creek. And again, Hogan is quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Bowman gets his lead at first. He breaks. Hit and run situation, and Bull fouls that one to the backstop, so Bowman will have to retreat. Bowman does not have a stolen base on the season, but Bull, 6'4", 215, is 6 for 6. Nice take by Bull on that one. The 0-2 pitch broke outside. Hogan knew he had a pitch to waste. And Bull with a good plate discipline on 0-2. Bowman breaks. High fly ball into left field. Kind of got in on the hands. Is it going to be fair? It is not. That's about 10 inches foul, and that would have put runners at first and third possibly. Bowman was having to make sure that left fielder Max Tremblay wasn't going to catch that one, so he couldn't quite get into full speed. All to no avail, though, as Bull got caught inside on the hands and pulled it just a little bit too much foul. We'll do 1-2 again. Bowman breaks. So Bowman will steal second base. They say that the ball nicked off of the bat of Bull into the glove of the catcher, Mason Shimkus. So Bull is retired for the second out of the inning via the strikeout. And Joseph Bolin to the plate now, batting in the 4-hole for the Tigers, the senior from El Dorado. Shot into the left field. They're going to wave Bowman around. And it's going to be, the throw is going to be over the cut man, and so Joseph Bolin has a 2-out RBI single to score Cade Bowman and give Ouachita a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Bolin scores Bowman.
Now batting left fielder, Connor Hill.
On the season, that is Joseph Bolin's 9th RBI to tie Cade Bowman. So Connor Hill to the plate, batting from the left side. Bolin with a slight lead at first. The fastball from Hogan tails away outside for ball 1. The 1-0, nice breaking ball from the righty. Hogan gets that one to break across the plate for strike 1. Second week of GAC baseball play, GAC softball play starting this weekend. The 1-1. High and outside. Hill offers, but comes up empty. One-two pitch. Tapper back to Hogan. He'll jog off the mound and flip over to Strickland at first for the 1-3 putout to end the inning. But Ouachita does get 1 run on 2 hits. There were no East Central errors and 1 runner left on base. We've completed 1 inning. Ouachita 1, East Central 0. Back for the second after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
I'm attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
If you want to win in every arena of college life, go D2. Make it yours.
Chase Oberly back out for his second inning of work as his offense gave the graduate righty a 1-0 lead. As we head to the top of the second, Joey Allen to the box. And so now all the East Central fans who were watching at the very top and heard me say there was only one lefty in the order, I hope I've built some credibility back, because now we've had all but one be lefties. Joey Allen leads things off in the 5-hole. My apologies. The lineup I was given had all righties and one lefty, but I do think I see a righty in the on-deck circle. The 1-0 pitch is a check swing, but fouls it back to the backstop. Joey Allen, a 6-foot redshirt junior from Paris, Texas, transfer from Seminole State. The 1-1 pitch popped up a mile high in the infield, drifting out to shallow center field. Reese McWilliams makes the play, and Allen is retired on the pop out to the shortstop.
Third baseman Bryce Jackson.
Bryce Jackson batting .292 on the season. It's a big out from Oberly. Allen batting .438 coming into today's game. Bryce Jackson stands in from the right side. Breaking ball catches the zone for strike one. A little 12-6 breaking ball there from Chase Oberly. Jackson, a 6'3" graduate student from Muskogee, Oklahoma. Fouls the 0-1 pitch back to the net. Also a transfer from Seminole State College. Shot into right center field. We talked about the speed of Bowman and Cesar, and makes that a routine play in right center field for Cade Bowman for the second out of the inning.
Right fielder Logan Jesse.
24 players on this East Central roster from the state of Oklahoma. As you would imagine, it's the same for Ouachita. It's several from Texas as well. $18 to be exact. Logan Jeske to the plate for East Central. The 1-0 pitch is a breaking ball taken for a called strike one. Jeske batting in the 7-hole, batting .355 on the season. 5'7" senior from Murphy, Texas. Transfer from Rose State College. Swings and misses at the 1-1 pitch. The 1-2 swing and a miss, strike three. So Chase Oberly retires East Central 1-2-3 in the seconds. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Tigers of Ouachita will try to add to a 1-0 lead when we come back after this timeout.
NCAA athletes don't just compete, they make history. Representing our nation with pride and excellence, they bring home the hardware. Our college campuses serve as training grounds for the next generation of stars. Catch tomorrow's Olympians and Paralympians on the NCAA Championship stage today.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who is an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
6, 7, 8 for the Tigers as we start the bottom of the second. Octavio Mendeville, Kendall Cassidy, Reagan Yeager will face Joel Hogan. Octavio, a 6', 195-pound junior from San Diego, California, part of Otay Ranch, from eastern Arizona. I was talking to Octavio after class as he swings at the first pitch. It's a ground ball that Price Jackson kind of has to sit back on, but take on two lazy hops. Nice throw across the diamond for an out. Talking to Octavio after class yesterday and about the Arizona connection. Octavio and Jaron Cesar, all those from Fort Worth, JUCO in Arizona, and then go back to Dustin Bermudez and Mikey Quinones from Arizona. Been a good little pipeline from Arizona to Arkansas. Kendall Cassidy to the plate in the 7-hole against Hogan. Cassidy looking for his second hit of the season. Really helped the Tigers on the mound Tuesday in the midweek non-conference game against Harding. Pitched 4 1/3 innings. Now he'll try to help the Tigers at the plate. Fouls the 1-0 pitch to even the count at 1-1. Hogan takes a big, deep breath, and the 1-1 is fouled back as well. Ouachita won the series last year in Ada 3-0. The 1-2 fouled out of play, and Cassidy stays alive again. Oberle got the win last year. Went 6 innings, gave about 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 4, struck out 7. The 1-2 pitch outside for ball 2. A few names on that East Central lineup card that were here last year. Strickland was 0 for 3 against Oberle. Shimkus 1 for 3, Akers 2 for 3. The 2-2 pitch behind Cassidy to run the count full. So Oberle has seen some of these batters and vice versa, obviously. Relatively new lineup for the Tigers. Only 3 players in the Ouachita lineup today that faced East Central last year. The 3-2 pitch outside, ball 4. That is a good at-bat from Kendall Cassidy to foul a few off that he didn't really like and wanted, but then to lay off of the ones out of the zone. Reagan Yeager to the plate for the Tigers, a freshman from Kaufman, Texas. Second start of the season for fourth start of the season for Yeager. Started Tuesday in the midweek against Harding at third base. He stands in from the left side. That fastball from Hogan has tailed away several times outside. He looks down at the mound to see if he can find a place for some better footing real quickly. That one misses as well. Catcher Mason Shimkus calls time, asks for a different ball to see if Hogan might be able to get a better feel for a different ball. Left fielder Max Tremblay playing pretty shallow, and that fastball tails away again. So the fastball command has not been good for a couple of batters for Hogan. He's kind of left it outside. He's starting on the far left of the mound. You can see there with that ball of his foot on the far right of the mound. And that 3-0 fastball is right down Main Street for strike 1. He needed that one. He'll try to battle back and not let Ouachita get another runner in scoring position. Runner goes, swing and a miss, and a good throw down will get Kendall Cassidy on the caught stealing. Nice throw from Mason Shimkus to Donovan Noble, who was covering. And Cassidy is retired on the 2-6 caught stealing for the second out of the inning. And just like that, Hogan is one strike away from getting out of this half inning. Still Yeager at the plate. Full count. 2 outs. The 3-2 pitch misses outside for ball 4. So Yeager draws a 2-out walk. And Reese McWilliams comes to the plate, batting for Ouachita in the 9 hole. McWilliams, a graduate of Catholic High School in Little Rock, transfer from Crowder College. Breaking ball starts over the outside part of the plate and breaks away. McWilliams leaves that one alone. Big gap in left center field if McWilliams can kind of turn on one and put a line drive out there. The 1-0 pitch fouled back to the net for strike 1. After this half inning, we'll come back a little early and give you a look at what else is happening around the Great American Conference this weekend. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, catches the top of the zone for strike 2. Henderson State also in town. We'll take a look at the full schedule for the weekend after a commercial break after this half inning. The 1-2 pitch outside. 2-2, the count now to McWilliams. Tapper down the third base line. Bryce Jackson lets that one roll foul. McWilliams adjusts the gloves and comes back to the box. .32 pitches in 1 2/3 innings for Joel Hogan. 1 strikeout, 2 walks. McWilliams 2-2, swing and a miss on a breaking ball, fooled him, and Hogan records his second strikeout of the day. So the Tigers get no runs on no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We'll come back after a commercial, see what else is going on around the Great American Conference after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Top of the third inning here from Rab Rogers Field, game 1 of this 3-game GAC series. Let's take a look at what else is going on around the conference. Harding and Weatherford. Most of the Friday starts are 2 o'clock, actually half and half. 3 of those games today at 2, Harding at Southwestern, Southern Nazarene at Southern Arkansas, and then this game, and then 3 6 o'clock starts you see tonight for game 1s. Tech at Northwestern, Southeastern at Henderson, and Oklahoma Baptist at UAM. Southern Naz and Southern Arkansas are playing a doubleheader today, so they'll play the 9-inning game here. The 2 o'clock game will be a 9-inning game, and this evening, starting at 5 o'clock, they'll play the 7-inning game. So every series but one has 1 game today and a doubleheader tomorrow. We start the top of the third inning for East Central. It'll be 8-9-1, and there is a first pitch base hit for Mason Shimkus. Kind of expected Shimkus to get aggressive on the first pitch. He is one of the Tigers in that East Central lineup that likes to get out early, attack, and Shimkus is a single to center field to start the top of the third. Square around to bunt. Donovan Noble got on top of it. Could not put it in play. East Central trying to get something going. See if he squares around again, and he does. Yeager will charge, and he pulls back. And the 0-1 pitch is a fastball high and inside. So Yeager started to charge lightly, and then he saw Noble pull the bat back. Shimkus with his short lead at first. Does square around to bunt. Can't get that one down either. So 2 bunt attempts and 2 foul balls. Has Oberly in the head in the count. 1-2, and the infield can play at double play depth most likely. Bull still holds Shimkus on. At first, Yeager, you see him there playing on the grass at third. The 1-2. Good take by Noble. Donovan Noble. DJ is a 5'9" junior from Chicago, Illinois. Transfer from UAPB, just up the road in Pine Bluff. The 2-2 pitch to Noble. Fouled out of play, and Noble will stay alive. This is the 5th start of the season for Noble, batting .250, 4 hits and 16 at-bats, 5 RBI. Does have a home run, a triple. 2-2 pitch, popped up. Bull will give chase, and it looks like he's going to have room, and he does. Bull has room to make the catch in foul territory for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder Tyler Akers.
Go back to the top of the order to Tyler Akers, who struck out looking in his first time at bat. Takes a fastball in the bottom part of the zone for strike 1. Akers from Springtown, Texas, graduate of Azle High School. Ground ball to second. Mendeville shifts, throw to McWilliams, and the turn is not in time. It's going to be a tough double play to get anyway, but the Tigers do retire the lead runner, and Shimkus out on the 4-6 for the second out of the inning. Akers reaches on the fielder's choice, and Sotelo comes back to the plate for East Central with 2 outs. He also struck out looking in the first. Breaking ball misses. Oberly checks back. Runner goes. Shot at McWilliams. Backhands it strong. Throw across the diamond. And a nice place by McWilliams. He was breaking to cover the bag for the stolen base. Nice read off the bat. It was tailing away from him, but he played it on one hop and got a nice throw across the diamond for the third out. So no runs for East Central on 1 hit, no Tiger errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. Ouachita leads by 1. Back after this timeout.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of Bats and Signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia, call Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
That's a timeout on betting. It completely changed the game, and you didn't even notice. Let me break it down for you. Betting ads are applying full court pressure and getting you to play the game. Many of you are falling for it and losing big money. Addiction is happening in some more than others. Now players are getting harassed by bettors. And we all know that's not how the game is won. So it's on us to be good teammates and draw the line to stay ahead of betting consequences.
Back to the top of the order as Ouachita starts the bottom of the third inning. Jaron Cesar takes the first pitch he sees as a called strike one. Caught one, must have caught a piece of the turf on the inside part of the plate. The 0-1 pitch inside for ball one. Cesar grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. He'll try to get the Tigers going here in the bottom of the third, leading 1-0. It's a shot right past a diving Price Jackson at third, so it's an opposite field single for Cesar.
Now batting right fielder, Cade Bowman.
That'll bring up Bowman. He also had an opposite field single in the first. He ended up being driven in by Joseph Boland. So Cesar with speed on the bases at first, and you can see that they've seen that, and just a courtesy throw over to first. Bowman squares around a bunt, a snap throw down to first. Cesar gets back. Bowman steps in again, see if he squares around, try to drop, let his speed get him on base. He does not, takes a fastball upstairs. Would like to say hello to the husband of former Ouachita women's basketball great, Tiffany Dodson Plumley. Her husband J.D. Plumley watching the game today. I'm sure I'll hear about how I referred to him. It's Tiffany's husband. The 2-0 pitch is a breaking ball outside for ball three. So Hogan in danger of putting the first two Tigers on in the bottom of the third, and he does. So Cade Bowman on base for the second time today. Speedy outfielder from Little Rock Christian.
Now batting first baseman, David
So
Bull.
Cesar reaches on an opposite field single. It was a line drive through the left side that just, I think Price Jackson had been playing normal depth instead of even with the bag. He might have had a chance to field that one, but it sliced just around the glove of Jackson's diving attempt. That'll bring up David Bull. Bull batting .306 on the season, 2 home runs. Tigers could use one now. He squares around a bunt. Not gonna hit a home run on if you square around a bunt unless you pull it back. He takes the fastball for a called strike one. Jackson a step behind the bag at third. The runners go. Ground ball. Oh, man, that is a tough break for the Ouachita as the runners were going on the pitch, and Bull hit a one-hopper right to Jackson, who fielded it as he stepped on the bag. So Cesar is the first out of the inning on the 5 unassisted. Bull is 5-3 GDP for the second out, and now Cade Bowman is at second, where he was last time Joseph Boland was up. And Boland drove him in with an RBI to left field, RBI single. Breaking ball catches the inside part of the plate for strike one. Unfortunate for Ouachita, and couldn't have asked for anything better if you're Joel Hogan in East Central. Bolin, the 0-1, ground ball. Shortstop Noble will charge, have to throw off the back foot, and it is a step in time. And Bolin is retired on the 6-3 putout for the third out of the inning. So what looked to be a potentially promising inning for Ouachita is unfortunate, but it's good for East Central. And so Ouachita, no runs on one hit, no East Central errors, and one runner left on base. We've completed 3. 1-0 your score. Ouachita with the lead. Try to protect it when we come back after this timeout.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation. It'll be 3-4-5 for East Central as we start the top of the fourth inning. The Java Primo game recap. The line score looks for East Central. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. For Ouachita, 1 run on 3 hits, also no errors. We start the top of the fourth inning. Max Tremblay, Ryan Strickland, Joey Allen will come to the plate and try to get something going against Ouachita starter Chase Oberle. A 1-0 pitch misses for ball 2. 4 strikeouts for Oberle in the first 3 innings. 3 of those came in the first. 2-0 pitch misses inside for ball 3. Oberle's other start here at Rab Rogers Field came in the home opener, actually home and season opener, after Ouachita's opening weekend was canceled due to the winter weather. Had his 17th quality start in his Ouachita career. The 3-1 pitch, ground ball to second. Mendeville scoops, throw over to Bull, and so Tremblay is retired on the 4-3 putout. Thanks to our friend Chase Hartzell, and broadcast some baseball games during his time as a student. It was great to hear Chase back in the seat. I'll be with you this weekend, but the next time the Tigers are at home for a GAC series, pop up, first pitch swinging from Strickland. Bull in foul territory makes the catch. Next time the Tigers host a GAC series will be March 6th, 7th, and 8th. March 7th and 8th. As they host Southern Arkansas, and Chase will be on the call for that weekend. So quickly 2 outs, and we might have a third if Yeager can make a nice throw, and he does. Nice play by Reagan Yeager of charging the kind of excuse me hit from Joey Allen. Nice throw off of his back foot across the field to Bull for the 5-3 putout. So 1-2-3 goes East Central very quickly in the top of the fourth. And Ouachita holds on to the 1-0 lead. And they'll be back at the plate when we come up next on the Tiger Baseball and the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
I've heard people say, Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita. Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Washita.
Washita. Washita.
How would you pronounce it?
Washita.
Washita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita.
Washita.
You see the sophomore from Rowlett, Texas, Connor Hill, leads things off in the bottom of the fourth inning for Washita against Joel Hogan. It'll be 5-6-7 for the Tigers. First pitch swinging, Hill goes down and gets that one and fouls it down the right field line. Hill, Mendeville, Cassidy. A play by Mendeville in the last half inning. I was going to talk about him. Mendeville caught last year for the first 9 games that he played. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss from Hill. Believe he might have played a couple of games outfield as well. We were really excited about the freshman year for Octavio Mendeville before an injury forced him to miss the rest of the season. We were thrilled to see him back in the lineup for Washita. The 0-2 pitch, nice job by Hill at taking that one back up the middle on the 0-2 count. So Hill does a nice job with 2 strikes, and that'll bring up the aforementioned Octavio Mendeville.
Octavio Mendeville.
It's one of the favorite walk-up songs. The little saxophone solo there. Yeah, that's just fun. Mendeville takes the first pitch he sees for a called strike 1 on the breaking ball. 0-1 the count to the Washita second baseman. Back-to-back hits for Washita to start off the bottom of the fourth. Connor Hill goes to the right field side of second base and center field area. Tyler Akers had to go left for Hills to get Hills hit back in, and that time he has to go to the right as Octavio Mendeville drives that one into center field. Good to see Octavio get a base knock. 8th hit of the season. Nice bunt. Kendall Cassidy does a nice job of advancing the runners. Fantastic sacrifice bunt from Cassidy. It was kind of like you heard the crowd just kind of like, oh, right as that bunt was dropped and laid down. He advances the runners, advances Hill to third and Mendeville to second. He gets a hand from his dugout teammates, and that's going to garner a visit from East Central head coach Kevin Paxson in his 3rd season as the skipper for the Tigers from Ada. Mentioned that we talked about the GAC schedule earlier today. We'll try to bring you up to speed on some of those games. We'll say softball, basically for the most part of the season, the way it works in softball is if your baseball team is hosting a team, you're at that location for softball. So that's the case this weekend, as the Washita softball team is in Ada taking on East Central. Game 1 at 2 o'clock today. And they'll play, should be 2 tomorrow. I'm just trying to see what time. So, yes, that'll be 12 and 2 tomorrow in Ada. Big cut from Yeager as he was trying to get both of those Tigers on base home quickly, and maybe himself too. That was a big cut. Infield is in, trying to cut down the run at the plate, or at least hold the runners on second and third. The 0-1 pitch is outside. Somewhat shallow in the outfield.
1-1 misses outside for ball 2. Reagan batting in the 8-hole. Reese McWilliams on deck for the Tigers. This would be a golden opportunity in a low-scoring game to take advantage of 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. 2-1 pitch, misses inside for ball 3. Nice take from Yeager, a freshman from Kaufman, Texas, 6'3", 190. (3-1), a high fly ball to right field. Right fielder goes back. He's get over his head. It hits the base of the wall. It's going to be a single RBI because Mendeville couldn't get a really great read on it. The right fielder for East Central, Logan Jeske, did a nice job of deking and still looking back up at the ball, so you couldn't really tell. And by the time you could tell that it was over his head, it was not enough time for Mendeville to score from second. So it is an RBI double for Yeager, scoring Hill. So now second and third with 1 out again. Already had a visit to the mound, but it does not look to be, as McWilliams swings and misses on the breaking ball, does not look to be an East Central reliever getting hot yet. We do see someone else jogging down. Nobody in the Ouachita bullpen. The 0-1 pitch, McWilliams squares down to bunt, and it is a suicide bunt. Nice execution by the Tigers. Mendeville was off when McWilliams got the bunt down. That was either going to be sink or swim, as the McWilliams bunt was popped up, but it was in no man's land. And Hogan couldn't catch it. He tried to field it and try to throw McWilliams out at first, but he bobbled it. So Mendeville scores. Yeager is at third, and McWilliams is at first. Back to the top of the order to Cesar. Goes down for that one. Third baseman Price Jackson has to feel for the brick wall. It was out of your picture, but he was trying to feel for the brick wall on the warning track. About a 6-foot warning track between the, I guess not brick, it's cinder block wall and foul territory. So Cesar escapes. Runners at the corners, 1 out. That's going to get through the right side under the glove of a diving Sotelo. And the Tigers will have first and third again. Now Cesar is caught up in a pickle. He's trying to get the runner to break for home. He does, and the throw is not going to be in time. Cesar gets in a rundown between first and second. McWilliams picks the exact perfect time to break for home, and the throw from Noble was not in time, and so Ouachita escapes without giving up an out. So McWilliams scores from first after, thanks to Cesar's rundown. Cesar singles and gets an RBI, and he's at first base, and we go to Cade Bowman. So it's a 4-run inning. Cesar breaks. Bowman pulls back the bunt, and that is not going to be in time. But Noble dropped the ball anyway. So it's a 4-run inning for Ouachita here in the bottom of the fourth, and still 1 out. They've manufactured a couple. They've gotten a couple of base hits the old-fashioned way. 2 singles to center field, a double to the right field wall from Yeager, a bunt single on a suicide or squeeze from McWilliams. It's technically not a suicide, just a squeeze. And now runner at second base is Jaron Cesar, and Bowman at the plate with a 1-1 count. That was a fury of activity in the last 5 batters. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, gets away from the catcher. Cesar will break for third, slide in safely as he got the right leg there. The throw was a good one from Mason Shimkus, but Jackson had to catch it and try to swipe to the back leg of Cesar as he slid into the back side of the bag. And so now runner is 90 feet away for the Tigers with 1 out. Infield will play on the grass to try to cut down that run, and Bowman strikes out swinging for the second out of the inning, and David Bull to the plate. So infield will drop back. Bull will try to put one through a hole in the infield to drive home Cesar. There's a decent-sized hole on the left side as Jackson is playing closer to the line. And there's right where it went, but it was just caught him just in on the hands. And it's a soft line drive to Jackson for the third out of the inning. But Ouachita does scratch 4 more across. 4 runs on 5 hits. There were no East Central errors and 1 runner left on base. Tigers have a 5-0 lead through 4. Chase Oberly back on for the 5th when we come back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
The Java Primo line score looks like this. For East Central, no runs on 2 hits, no errors. For the Ouachita Tigers, 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Top of the 5th inning, Chase Oberly on the mound for the Tigers. Nice offensive pressure put on in that last half inning by Ouachita. It started with back-to-back singles from Hill and Mendeville to lead off the inning. Cassidy had a beautiful sacrifice bunt, and then a double from Yeager, followed by a squeeze bunt from McWilliams, scoring Mendeville. Cesar had a single. He got in a run down to help score McWilliams. So that's how the 4 runs happened. First pitch swinging from East Central. Not anything surprising. And that is Price Jackson. First pitch swinging on the inning. Another
right fielder Logan Jeske.
Jeske comes to the plate. 0 for 1. Struck out to end the 2nd inning. Jackson gets his first hit of the game on the first pitch he sees from Oberly. Talked about being aggressive at the plate. One of the hitting breakdowns for East Central. Multiple first pitch swinging. Multiple players show a tendency to, or are not afraid. That's probably a better way to put it. Not afraid to swing on the first pitch. Jackson is one of those. 5 players in this lineup that will swing at the first pitch over 50% of the time if it's a strike. The 1-1 shot into left field. So now East Central has back-to-back singles to start the top of the 5th. And let's see if they try a little bit of maneuvering and try to put some pressure on the Ouachita defense like Ouachita did to East Central in the bottom of the 4th. Square around a bunt, pull it back, ball 1. This is Mason Shimkus, single to center field in the 3rd inning. Wouldn't be surprised to see him square around again. Here he is. Can't get it down, and
Oberly runs the count to even at 1-1. There are a couple of players throwing in the bullpen. Caleb Ebert from Edmond, Oklahoma, transfer from UCO. We'll see who else is down. Can he get this bunt down? Pulls it back, misses outside. Ball 2. Oberly wanted that one on the outside part of the plate. Looks like that might be Zane Wilson throwing with Ebert. Square around. Fouls that one back. Ouch is the operative word there. They're going to give Shimkus a second to shake that one off. 2-2 the count. It's a rough second strike when you square around and take one like that. So infield will be back now with the bunt most likely not in order unless they really want to try to put pressure on the Tigers but risk an out. The 2-2 pitch. Line drive caught by Yeager. Double play. Yeager snags it and a nice strong throw to Mendeville for the first 2 outs of the inning. So Jackson is retired on the 5-4 for the second out. Shimkus lined to Yeager for the first out of the inning, and now Donovan Noble with 2 outs. As both teams have had double plays in tough situations with not much you can do about that, as Ouachita's came from David Bull with runners on first and second, and Bull hit a one-hopper to the bag that Jackson fielded and threw across for the double play. And now in the top of the 5th, hard line drive to Yeager, who stands 6'3", and so it looked like it might get over him, but it just kind of had some top spin on it and dove down, and Yeager made the catch and calmly made a nice throw to Mendeville, who was covering the bag at second. The 0-1 breaking ball misses for ball 1. We'll throw back to first to try to keep Logan Jeske honest. Does not have a stolen base this season. The 1-1 popped up, and that probably will stay in play. Bull calls off Oberly and Bolin and makes the catch for out number 3. So East Central gets 2 on and cannot get the bunt down, and that is one of the biggest differences in those last 2 half innings. Big swing for Ouachita after they got 4 and then were able to escape 2 base hits to lead off the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Ouachita 5, East Central 0. Back to the Rab after this timeout.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm Attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
If you want to win in every arena of college life, go D2. Make it yours.
Four, 5, 6 for the Tigers as they try to add to a 5-0 lead. Joseph Bolin leading things off for the Tigers, the senior from El Dorado, Arkansas. Nice pitch from Hogan, a breaking ball taken for a called strike 1. Bolin 1 for 2, RBI single in the first, grounded out to short in the third to end the third. The 0-1 pitch is outside for ball one. The bullpens are down the lines at Rab Rogers Field. They cut into foul territory from the fence to probably about 60 feet past the bags, and there are space enough for two pitchers to warm up. The 1-1 catches Bolin in the back. The breaking ball just kind of lost it. You could tell off the release that was not going to break back enough. The reason I tell you that is East Central does have a reliever warming up, but he is blocked, from my view, by the indoor hitting facility. And so I can't tell a number. Ouachita still with nobody sitting in the pen. Connor Hill to the plate. Hill 1 for 2. Led off the fourth inning with a single to kind of get the Ouachita rally going. First pitch swinging, high pop fly into shallow left field. Not far enough to be able to keep Donovan Noble from catching that one. So it's a pop up to shortstop for the first out of the inning. It is Zane Wilson in that bullpen, a righty, 5'11 junior righty from Shawnee, Oklahoma. Transferred from Coffeyville Community College. Coffeyville College and the Community College and Clarendon College have been good to East Central. Mendeville back to the box for the Tigers. Hogan has done a nice job of spotting that first pitch breaking ball to get ahead of the Ouachita batters in a few of these at-bats. A throwback. Forces Bolin to get dirty. Although he's a catcher, he was probably already dirty. The 0-1 pitch, high and in for ball one. Mendeville checked his swing. About 60 degrees and overcast. Little portions of blue sky. You see the runner goes. The breaking ball does not come in the zone, but Bolin is caught stealing. So the Tigers try to make something happen, but Bolin is caught stealing. So Mendeville now in the box with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-1 count. Ground ball, Tapper back to Hogan. And so Hogan, although he gave up a base hit, actually gave up allowed a runner on the hit by pitch, does retire the side 1-2-3 after Mendeville taps back to him at the mound. So nothing going for the Tigers in the fifth. We're through 5. Ouachita leads by 5. Back for the 6th. Oberle back to the mound when we come back.
NCAA athletes don't just compete, they make history. Representing our nation with pride and excellence, they bring home the hardware. Our college campuses serve as training grounds for the next generation of stars. Catch tomorrow's Olympians and Paralympians on the NCAA Championship stage today.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who's an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation, with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
For East Central, it'll be 1-2-3. Tyler Akers, Diego Sotelo, and Max Tremblay. As we start the top of the 6th inning from Rab Rogers Field, the Java Primo game summary. East Central, no runs on 4 hits, no errors. For the Tigers of Ouachita, 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Tyler Akers struck out looking in the first, gets his first base hit of the game here on the second pitch he sees from Oberle. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning and was stranded. It's another early count swing for a base hit for East Central. Go to Diego Sotelo. Sotelo 0 for 2, struck out looking in the first, grounded out to shortstop in the 3rd. He's trying to make it 2 straight innings that East Central gets the first 2 batters on with a base hit. Chase Oberle worked around them as he induced a 5-4 double play on a line drive to Yeager and a double up at second base with Mendeville covering from second. A little bit more intention on that throwback to check on Akers. Bull showed the ball to the umpire, thinking that it might have been a lot closer than he wanted it to be. There's a little bit more of a courtesy throwback. Bit more intent on that first move from Oberle back to first base. He's thrown 3 times. The second one was with most intent. Sotelo ahead in the count. The runner goes. And that was a good break, and the breaking ball allowed the combination of a good break from Akers and the breaking ball outside to not give Bolin much of a chance. So now a runner in scoring position with nobody out. The 2-0, that's going to be right back up the middle. They're going to send the runner, Cesar. The throw will be cut by Bull, and so it is an RBI single for Diego Sotelo to get East Central on the board.
Left fielder, Max Tremblay.
First run in 5+ innings given up by Oberle. Oberle was at 56 pitches during that last at-bat. Square around a bunt down the third baseline, trying to catch Reagan Yeager sleeping, and that is Max Tremblay. Tremblay is not averse to laying down a bunt. Scouting report says that he will do it. 6'1", sophomore from West Kelowna, British Columbia. Trying to advance the runner and put some pressure on the Ouachita defense and Oberle. Ooh. Fouled that one back to the backstop, but it must have caught the pole that holds the backstop up, because that one went right back into the field of play. And quickly Oberle is ahead in the count, 0-2. Didn't check his swing, as that was a nice pitch by Oberle. First base being occupied. Tremblay can't do anything with it, and he is retired for the 2nd time today. Grounded out to second base in the 4th, struck out in the 6th. He did have a single to left center field in the 1st. So Ryan Strickland to the plate, 0 for 2 today. Oberle overthrew that one a little bit. Yeah, the ball got stuck in the chest protector of Joseph Bolin. The best shot was from that center field camera, but the ball got stuck in the chest protector of Joseph Bolin. And so that advances the runner to second base.
Bolin did have to come up and kind of bend over to block that one, and it kind of got into the chest protector, between the chest protector, or lodged in his chest protector, which allows the runner to advance. The 1-0 pitch, Oberly battles back nicely with a breaking ball. Nice spot by the field umpire. The 1-1 pitch, fouled back to Mill Creek, and Oberly is ahead in the count 1-2. Four strikeouts for Oberly. No walks issued. The 1-2 pitch right at the target. Bolin was set up outside, as you can tell there, and you just saw the home plate umpire signal his hands. That was a nicely placed pitch from Oberly, but Bolin was set up outside. Ball 2. Doesn't check on that one. A nice stop of that breaking ball by Bolin, and the tag is applied to Strickland. It'll be the second out.
Designated hitter Joey Allen.
6th strikeout of the day for Chase Oberly. Big swing and a miss from Joey Allen, 0 for 2 on the day. Oberly is approaching 200 strikeouts as a Tiger. That'll be something neat to watch over the next game or two. Thanks to Chase Hartzell for mentioning that. He's getting closer, and one more well-placed pitch as Allen is way up in the box with that open stance. The 0-2. Allen was protecting on that one all the way and stays alive. Two outs, runner on second. The 0-2 grounded back to Oberly, who's not going to have to flip. He decided at the last minute, he said, I'm too close to flip to Bull, so I will just take care of it myself. So, 2 hits for East Central. Produces 1 run. There were no Tiger errors. And 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Ouachita 5, East Central 1. Back to Rab Rogers after this timeout.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Kendall Cassidy will lead things off for the Tigers in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch swinging is popped up in foul territory where Price Jackson will range over and make the catch. Kendall Cassidy retired after first pitch he sees. Java Primo game summary. The Tigers lead 5-1. They got 4 runs in the 4th inning. Escaped the top of the 5th after East Central started the inning just like Ouachita had, but a double play helped the Ouachita defense and Chase Oberly. As Reagan Yeager to the box for the Tigers. Takes the first pitch he sees. Offensive leaders for the Tigers coming at you in a minute. The 0-1 pitch is outside for ball one. We have Reese McWilliams on deck. Back to the top of the order to Jaron Cesar. If it gets that far. Hogan misses outside. Count is 2-1. Same spot, 3-1 now. Still nobody in the Ouachita bullpen. They're going to let Chase Oberly ride this one out for a while. There is a pitcher, looks like he's ready to come in. The 3-1 pitch misses for ball four. Yeager couldn't quite tell. It looked like the home plate umpire might be leaning back to call a strike, but instead it was ball four. Yeager did a nice job of waiting and making sure before he flipped the bat back to the dugout. Zane Wilson looks like he is ready to go in that East Central bullpen if Hogan runs into more trouble. Reese McWilliams 6-4. To 3, and Hogan gets out of the inning quickly again. So the Tigers have gotten a runner on base the last 2 innings, the Tigers of Ouachita, but they also were retired in order. A caught stealing and a double play, caught stealing in the 5th, double play in the 6th. So nothing going for Ouachita. We're through 6. Chase Oberly back for the 7th, trying to protect the 4-run lead when we come back after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
That's a timeout on betting. It completely changed the game, and you didn't even notice. Let me break it down for you. Betting ads are applying full court pressure and getting you to play the game. Many of you are falling for it and losing big money. Addiction is happening in some more than others. Now players are getting harassed by bettors. And we all know that's not how the game is won. So it's on us to be good teammates and draw the line to stay ahead of betting consequences.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Ouachita leads 5-1, but East Central is just a couple of base runners for making this one really, I mean, it's interesting as it is. It's only a 4-run lead. The Tigers of Ouachita really only have the 4th inning when they scored 4 runs in which they've been able to put anything together. East Central, a couple of base knocks and productive at-bats from making this one a 1 or 2 run game in the final innings. The 1-0 pitch from Oberly misses as well. Three and 0 the count now. And that one catches the outside part of the plate for strike one. Oberly stays alive. He'll try to battle back. 3-1, fouled out of play. So the count, just like that, has run full. 3-2 pitch, ball 4, and that is the first walk of the day issued by Chase Oberly to lead off the 7th. In the break between innings, some Ouachita pitchers and catchers did make their way down to the bullpen to start loosening up as Oberly approaches 80 pitches. Breaking ball misses for ball 1. Most likely we'll see Zane Wilson come in for East Central in the bottom of the 7th. In the bottom of the 7th. Pitching coach Dave Brown makes the walk out to the mound, gathers his infield, and talks to Oberly. Reminds you that tomorrow the Tigers will square off in a doubleheader here at Rab Rogers Field. Lots of action going on in the world of Ouachita athletics. The Ouachita swimming and diving teams are in Pensacola, Florida for the New South Intercollegiate Swim Conference Championships. We'll bring you up to speed on their efforts as they try to come up with an NSISC crown. The men were threatening to win that, as both of those teams are preparing for the national championship meet. Big swing and a miss by Logan Jeske. 1 for 2 today, struck out in the 2nd, singled and was stranded in the 5th. He bats in the 7 hole. The 1-1 pitch, ground ball, McWilliams. The flip to Mendeville. The turn in time. 6-4-3 double play. And Oberly gets helped out by his defense once again.
Now batting catcher, Mason Shimkus.
So Shimkus to the plate now with 2 outs. That was a big ground ball induced by Chase Oberly. McWilliams was charging it and had to make the throw across his body. Nice one to Mendeville and a nice turn out there at second base from Octavio. Breaking ball just missed low, I guess. That is a shot into center field right at Jaron Cesar. A line drive to the center fielder is the 3rd out of the inning. So it's stretch time at Rab Rogers Field. No runs, no hits, no errors in the top of the 7th. No runners left on base thanks to a nice 6-4-3 turn from McWilliams to Mendeville to Bull. It's a beautiful day at Rab Rogers Field. It's 7th inning stretch time. Tigers of Ouachita hold a 4-run lead. They'll try to add to that when we come back. It'll be against a new pitcher coming in for East Central. And we will tell you about Zane Wilson after this timeout.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
Zane Wilson is the new pitcher for East Central. The 5'11" junior from Shawnee, Oklahoma will face the 1-2-3 hitters to start the top of the 7th. Jaron Cesar, Cade Bowman. Cesar squares around to bunt. This is Wilson's 3rd appearance. He's pitched 3 1/3 innings, given up 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. Opponents batting 167 against him. The 1-0 pitch misses as well for ball 2. We talked about the swim teams being at the NSISC Swim Conference Championships. The men were in the lead after Thursday's action thanks to a dominant 200 free. They had 5 of the top 8 finishers in that 200 free. Stefan Duca got the victory. There were 3 NCAA B cut times. As home plate umpire Toby Milam takes the card out and writes something down, has a discussion with the East Central catcher Mason Shimkus. 2-0 is the count. To the leadoff batter, Cesar, high and tight for ball 3. .30 pitch misses for ball 4. Just outside. It's a leadoff walk. Jaron Cesar, Cade Bowman to the plate. Cesar reaches base for the 3rd time today, 2 singles and a walk. Cade Bowman 1 for 2, singled and scored in the 1st, walked and stranded in the 3rd, struck out in the 4th. Nice breaking ball there from Wilson to get ahead in the count. Throwback to Cesar, does dive in safely. Another throwback. That was a bit closer. Oh, they called him out. It was a delayed call, and we may have our first official review. Yeah, they're going to talk about it, and they are going to go to the review monitor. They're going to want to look at that tag at first base. And so crew chief Toby Milam and his partner will head to the office of assistant coach Dave Brown, where they will communicate with our folks up in the booth here at Rab Rogers Field. Now, they'll be looking at a different camera system than what you are. They'll be looking at the feeds from the Aware camera system, 6 of those around, and so this is going to take a little bit, so let's go ahead and take a break. We'll be back after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita. Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
If you want to win in every arena of college life, go D2. Make it yours.
NCAA athletes don't just compete, they make history. Representing our nation with pride and excellence, they bring home the hardware. Our college campuses serve as training grounds for the next generation of stars. Catch tomorrow's Olympians and Paralympians on the NCAA Championship stage today.
The umpires have completed their, if we can move that camera over to the left to see the umpires come out from the dugout. If we could move the camera over to the left, here comes the home plate umpire out of the area onto your screen right there, and he is out. So Cesar is picked off for the first out of the 7th inning. Bowman at the plate with an 0-1 count. Went next door to try to see the video as they were calling. It looked like it had a good shot of it. It looked like a good call by the first base umpire. I think what threw everybody off is just kind of a delay and kind of most of the time when you do have a punch out, it's pretty emphatic. And Tim just kind of made the call. Caught everybody off guard. Bowman swings and misses. They'll have to make the throw down to first, and that is successful. So Cade Bowman on the strikeout for the 2-3 put out. And just like that, there are 2 outs in the inning for David Bull.
Now batting first baseman, David Bull.
Bull comes to the plate with 2 outs. The fastball is high. When they use the camera from that is over the third base dugout, which is the Tiger dugout, there's one focused over by the bag. Zoom in on it. It looked like the tag hit Cesar in the rib right before his hand got back to the bag. And so that's where the call was upheld. Or why the call was upheld. That was the announcement. The 2-0 pitch. High fly ball into left field. It got in on the hands and under it, and then a nice diving catch from Max Tremblay. So Tremblay kind of got a late read on it. Off the bat, it looked like it was going to be a little bit deeper of a shot from Bull, but Tremblay did a nice job of tracking it down and making the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Tigers go, strangely, 1-2-3 again with getting a runner on base. I think that is the 3rd half inning in the last, it's the 3 last half innings for the Tigers. It happened in the 5th, 6th, and 7th for Ouachita. It happened in the 7th for East Central. 5-1, Chase Oberly will come back. We'll go ahead and keep it here during this half inning as Oberly already back on the mound. Try to bring you some of the scores from around the Great American Conference today. There are 2 other games going on. Little info on Chase Oberly from our fellow broadcast partner for the Tigers, Chase Hartzell. 18th quality start for Chase Oberly in his 12th time going 7+ innings.
The longest he's gone is 8+. On 3 different times, so Oberly is no stranger to going into the 7th and 8th innings and going deep for the Tigers. Still only has that 5-1 lead, though, and thanks to the 4-run fourth from Ouachita. Bryce Jackson leads off. That's a shot into left field. That's going to be extra bases as Connor Hill was, that's Noble. That's Donovan Noble. DJ Noble leads off with a double. My apologies. Heard someone say DJ, and I thought they said PJ. So Bryce Jackson was earlier. DJ Noble in the 9-hole gets East Central off to a good start in the top of the 8th. Yeager will play in on the grass in the cutoff at third. First pitch taken from Tyler Akers for a called strike 1. So Oberly's going to have to work around a leadoff double here in the 8th to keep the 4-run lead. The 0-1 pitch misses for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike to the leadoff batter for East Central. 4th time he has seen Chase Oberly. Oberly has finished 3 times through the lineup and gets to the top of the order for the 4th time here. 2 batters into the 8th. The 2-1 pitch misses for ball 3. Coach Luke Howard signaling down to the bullpen to get hot quickly. We see the lefty in the pen take the cap off and say he's ready to go. The 3-1 pitch, fouled out of play, full count. Looks like it's going to be Mercado in the pen for Ouachita. Lucas Mercado, the 5'8", 180-pound sophomore from the Woodlands, Texas, does have a save on the season. The 3-2 pitch misses for ball 4.
Now batting second baseman Diego Sotelo.
See if Chase Oberly gets to see Sotelo for the 4th time or not. We'll keep our eye on Coach Luke Howard in the bullpen. Looks like they're going to let him go 1 more batter at least. Sotelo squares around to bunt. Bunts that one back to the net. So this is the 2nd time East Central has had the first 2 batters on base. Sotelo squared around a bunt. I think I saw Noble signal back to the dugout as he was walking back to second just to let him hit. The 0-1, see if he squares. He does. Gets that one down. It's a nice bunt. Yeager makes a nice strong throw across to retire Sotelo on the sac bunt 5-3 for the first out of the inning. Noble is at third, and Akers is at second. So a base hit here would cut this lead, most likely cut this lead in half. If Max Tremblay can duplicate what he did in the first. He had a single to left center field in the first. That's his only hit of the day. The 4th time now that he has seen Oberly here with 1 out in the 8th. Fastball misses outside. 92 pitches is what Oberly just eclipsed. The 1-0 pitch misses for ball 2. Oberly has had to battle back. He only has 2 walks. Those have both come in the last 2 innings. The 2-0 pitch misses upstairs for ball 3. I mentioned it earlier. East Central was down by 4, not done much. Had 7 hits, have stranded several. But they are just a couple of base hits away from this being a close game, and there is ball 4. And
The bases are full of East Central Tigers as Akers at second, Tremblay at first, and Noble at third. And Ryan Strickland to the plate for East Central. 0 for 3 today. 0 for 3 the last time he saw Oberly. Now he's not anymore unless he can get that ball. Nice job by Connor Hill of making that catch. That was a nice hit by Ryan Strickland into left field. It was just Connor Hill was playing in the left center field. Otherwise, that could have been down for extra bases, and this could have been a 2-run game. So instead, it is Noble scores. Akers stays at second. It's 5-2 now with 2 outs for Joey Allen. Breaking ball in these late innings has not been, the calls have not been as kind to Oberly. That one broke, but it stayed outside. The 1-0 pitch misses for ball 2. Coach Luke Howard trying to will Chase Oberly to this third out to get him through 8 complete. You'd like to hold at least a 3-run lead going into the 9th. The 2-0 pitch, ground ball to Yeager, has to sit back on it. A strong throw across in time, and the out is made. We have an out call. The first base coach says that the foot came off the bag, so East Central is going to challenge this one most likely. Hold on. Yep, and the head coach, Kevin Paxson, has signaled that he wants to challenge the play at first base. So they're going to challenge whether or not Bull's foot came off of the bag. The Tiger defense is going to have to come back onto the field, and we have another review. This is a big spot for these two teams, as the out would mean the Tigers of Ouachita have at least a 3-run lead as we go to the 9th. If the challenge is successful, East Central would have bases loaded with 2 outs for Price Jackson. We'll take a break and come back with the official review decision in a big spot here in the top of the 8th inning with 2 outs, or is it the bottom of the 8th with no outs? We'll find out when we come back after this timeout.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
All right, they did uphold the call. David Bull's foot was still on the bag, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th. After that break, we'll take another one. The Tigers will come back. Tigers of Ouachita will come back to the plate, trying to add some insurance to a 3-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ouachita 5, East Central 2, back after this timeout.
I've heard people say Ouachita,
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita. Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Washita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Washita.
Washita. Washita.
How would you pronounce it?
Washita.
Washita.
It's Washita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita.
Washita.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Washita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
Batting for the Tigers, the catcher, Joseph Bolin.
2 challenges, 1 from each coaching staff, and both calls were upheld. And that was a big one for Washita as they go to the bottom of the 8th, holding on to that 3-2 lead. We go back to the putout that was the last out of that 8th inning. It's a nice play by Yeager, having to let the runner by and then sit back and make a strong throw to Bull. Bolin leads off the 8th. He's ahead in the count 2-0. This is the 2nd inning of work for Zane Wilson, who came in relief of Joel Hogan. The 2-0 pitch taken for a called strike 1. The final line, we can pull it up on Joel Hogan. We'll pull it up when the stats cooperate. 3-1 the count now to Bolin. The final line on Joel Hogan, 6 innings pitched, 8 hits, 5 runs, all 5 earned, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Faced 27 batters and 86 total pitches. The 3-1 pitch misses inside for ball 4. So Joseph Bolin is on base with a leadoff walk.
Now batting left fielder, Connor Hill.
How about a hand for Chase Oberly? There are a couple of pitchers pitching. I would not expect Oberly to come back out for the 9th unless Washita extends this lead and they want to try to get Oberly a complete game, which would be his first. Oberly, 8 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 32 batters faced, 100 total pitches. Hill squares around a bunt, but he pulls it back and kind of gets the effect of what he wanted to do anyway, as the wild pitch will allow Bolin to go to second base. So Bolin at second with nobody out. Hill at the plate with a 1-1 count. Thirteenth time Oberly has thrown 100-plus pitches as a Tiger. The 1-1 pitch also gets away, and that one got away far enough for Bolin to be able to get to third. So Joseph Bolin is 90 feet away from another insurance run, and Zane Wilson has spiked a couple in a row in the ground. Mason Shimkus gave valiant effort, but just wasn't able to block either of those. 4th time for Oberly to go 8 innings in his career as a Tiger. Infield is in on the grass, try to cut down the run. Hill takes the breaking ball in the inside part of the plate for strike 2. Hill could just shoot something through the left side. There's a decent-sized gap between
Jackson and Noble at third and short, respectively. That's what he does. He gets it in the air. It's a lazy fly ball that is misplayed by Tremblay. He didn't have a great read on it. Nice effort. Misplay was probably a little bit cruel. It was a nice effort by Tremblay once he was able to pick it out. It's a high sky, and he's looking into a glaring sun. It's not a bright sun, but the clouds have made it, for the outfielders, particularly the left fielder, a little bit glary, and that was from the lefty. It was coming off of a kind of a bloop hit. Bolin scores to make it 6-2. Throw back. Hill back in safely. Second single of the day for Connor Hill, the sophomore from Rowlett, Texas. Octavio Mendeville in the box now. Squares around a bunt, drops it down. That might be trouble. Nice play by Price Jackson, but it's one-hopped, and it cannot be controlled by Ryan Strickland. He pats his chest to signal that one was on him. It was a nice play by Jackson. He crashed hard, probably about 80 feet, threw off his back foot, and short-hopped Strickland just a little bit. And so it's a bunt single for Mendeville. And Hill is at second base. Now, two pitchers are warming up in the Tiger bullpen. Look like they're ready to go. Cassidy, he dropped down another one. He does, but it's not good enough. That is a tremendous scoop at third base by Price Jackson. Cassidy had a great bunt his previous attempt, but this one was just too close to the plate, and that allowed Mason Shimkus to come out and make a strong throw to third. Hats off to Price Jackson as he scooped that one on a hop, did his best first baseman imitation to retire Connor Hill on the 2-5 put out for the first out of the inning. Mendeville's at second, Cassidy at first. We're going to have a pinch runner for Ouachita. It'll be Gabe Sipes, pinch running for Kendall Cassidy. Sipes, a 6'3", 170-pound redshirt freshman from McKinney, Texas, product of Prestonwood Christian Academy. Sipes pinch run. He's at first. Mendeville at second. And Reagan Yeager to the plate. Jackson is on the grass at third. Double play depth everywhere else. Nice breaking ball from Zane Wilson. It's a 4-run lead for the Tigers. For Ouachita. They get the one back that East Central got in the 8th. Nice hesitation pickoff attempt by Wilson has kind of caught Mendeville leaning. Yeager could shoot one through the left side. Tigers could add another one. The pitch was way outside. If it had been a few more inches inside or towards the plate, Yeager could have gone the opposite way with that one easily. 2 runs on 7 hits for East Central, no errors. 6 runs on 10 hits for Ouachita, also has not committed an error. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, stays upstairs for ball 2. We'll be back on the air with you tomorrow for a doubleheader here from Rab Rogers Field at noon. First pitch set for noon. Two-one pitch, low for ball 3. There is action in the East Central bullpen. Caleb Ebert, a 5'11 senior from Edmond, Oklahoma, mentioned his name earlier. He's throwing not off the mound, but he is looking like he's ready to get hot at any time. Yeager's 3-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's going to double up Sipes at first base, and the side is retired. But Ouachita does get the run back that East Central got in the top of the 8th. So 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1, I believe. No East Central errors and 1 Tiger left on base. We go to the 9th inning, and Chase Oberly coming back on the mound to try to get the complete game victory for the Tigers. Hope you'll join us after the break. Tigers of Ouachita lead by 4, 6-2. Back after this timeout.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
If you want to win in every arena of college life, go D2. Make it yours.
Chase Oberly will come back out for the 9th inning. Try to get the complete game victory today if he can close down the East Central Tigers here in the top of the 9th. I do believe that it'll be a short leash for Oberly, as I looked down and saw Coach Howard motion to the bullpen that to get the righty ready, be ready to come in. It may be a situation that if Oberly does allow a man to reach, Coach Howard would come out and get Oberly. There is a delay right now as Octavio Mendeville had to come in and get his technology wasn't working. The little pitch signal was not working, so he had to switch units, and we are ready to go. So Chase Oberly back out for the 9th. It'll be Price Jackson, Logan Jeske, and Mason Shimkus. Oberly really wants to try to get this complete game victory. First pitch swinging and gets down for a base hit from Price Jackson. So another first pitch swinging, base hit to lead off an inning. Logan Jeske to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Struck out in the 2nd. Singleton was stranded in the 5th and grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in the 7th. Oberly would love for that to happen here. Breaking ball catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1-0-2 is the pitch count for Chase Oberly. The 0-1 pitch fouled back to the net. 0-2. Oberly digging deep. Ouachita would move to 2-2 in conference play with this win. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. How about that? A strikeout on pitch 103 from Chase Oberly. First strikeout he has had since the second out of the 6th inning. Mason Shimkus to the plate. 1 for 3. Singleton was stranded, lined out to third and lined out to center field. The 1-0 pitch coming from Oberly. Breaking ball catches the zone for strike 1. Shimkus nodded in approval from the right-handed batter's box. The 1-1, that's outside, ball 2. You just have the sense the Tiger dugout is just trying to will Oberly to these last 2 outs. The 2-1 misses, and Jackson will not advance to second base, and the count is 3-1, so the double play is still in order. But Oberly behind in the count, 3-1. Got to think that if
Shimkus reaches. That might be it for Oberly. The 3-1 pitch. High fly ball into shallow center field. Cesar calls off everybody and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And it's the 9-hole hitter Donovan Noble who comes to the plate. He did double to left field in the 8th inning. He roped one, turned on one, and got it down the line. The bullpen is planning on Oberly ending this, as they have stopped their throwing. They would be ready to go at any time. They've been down there for a while. They're hot, still hot, would be ready to go. But they really hope Oberly does not need it. The 1-0 pitch, high fly ball into right center field. Cade Bowman tracks over, measures, and makes the catch, and that is a Ouachita winner, and that is a Chase Oberly complete game winner. He's flirted with it for 3 years. And on his second appearance at Rab Rogers Field in his final season as a Ouachita Tiger, Chase Oberly with a complete game winner for the Tigers in Game 1. Nice job by Kendall Cassidy of running over and grabbing that ball and putting it in his pocket so they can give that ball to Oberly in the team huddle. Take a look at the Chicken Express game recap for the East Central Tigers. 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. For the Ouachita Tigers, 6 runs on 10 hits, no errors. And the story of the day is Chase Oberly calmly walks out of your screen right there after a complete game victory, over 100 pitches again. He'd gone 8+ 4 different times, but had never gone the distance, and he does today. And you love that he was rewarded for Coach Howard saying, go back out and see if you can get those 3 outs, and he did. Chase Oberly, 9 innings pitched, 8 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, faced 36 batters, only walked 3 of them, 1 extra base hit, 10 flyouts, 7 groundouts, 111 pitches, and 70 of those were strikes. Hats off to you. Chase Oberly moves to 1-1 on the season. The Tigers move to 7-2 overall, 2-2 in conference. East Central falls to 4-6, 3-1 in conference play. Of those 10 hits, a couple of multi-hit days for the Tigers. Jaron Cesar and Connor Hill and Octavio Mendeval, each with 2 hits for the Tigers. Cesar, Bolin, and Hill, along with Yeager and McWilliams, with RBIs in the Ouachita victory. That'll wrap up the Chicken Express game recap. We thank you for tuning in to this edition, this broadcast of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. For my broadcast crew, Josiah Wooten, Aubrey Hahn, Gavin Wallace, and Nate Hollis, this is Chris Babb, again reminding you your final score: Ouachita 6, East Central 2. The Tigers of Ouachita win Game 1. Games 2 and 3 tomorrow. Doubleheader beginning at noon. We'll be on the air around 11:45 Central. We thank you for joining us on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Have a great rest of your Friday evening, everybody. And as always, go Ouachita Tigers.
Hi, everybody. This is John Fanta with Fox Sports and the Big East Digital Network.
Hi, this is Brad Sham, voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky with the Chicago Bulls, our flagship station, 670 The Score.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN. This is Tom Hart at ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports